or you move into the Atlanta area and you want to live as close into the city as you can, and you're looking for a single family home, but your budget's under $600K, it's pretty hard when you're getting into these in-town locations. But I'm going to introduce you to a neighborhood that actually has quite a few homes under the $600K price point. I'm talking about the neighborhood of Woodland Hills. And I'm going to show you around, show you what kind of home options you can get, and tell you what the neighborhood's like. So stick around, let's get into it. Let's talk all about living in Woodland Hills right now. Hey guys, it's Molly and welcome to my channel. If you are new or returning and you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, don't wait any longer. Hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and hit that bell if you want to be one of the first to be notified when I do post another video about an Atlanta neighborhood. But you guys, I'm your walking, talking tour guide of all things here in the Atlanta area, and I'm really just here to help you figure out a place to live here in the Atlanta area that fits your lifestyle and your budget. So if you have questions, shoot me a text, give me a call, send me an email. I love hearing from you guys, and you know, I've been hearing a lot more from you, and I'm excited to help you guys out and find a place here in Atlanta to call home. So, okay, so we're in the Woodland Hills neighborhood today, and it's a very quiet neighborhood, I will say, full of smaller homes, but there's some newer builds popping up in this neighborhood too. And like I said, the home prices here are relatively affordable for if you're talking in town. So, you know, you can kind of see a glance behind me. Got this ranch home, and that's where you're going to find a lot of in this area are ranch homes. And then right beside it, you see like this new build. So I'm going to start walking to a home example that I can show you. And I can, as I'm walking there, I will tell you a little bit about Woodland Hills. First of all, you're probably wondering, where is Woodland Hills at? Woodland Hills is located roughly near Morningside, Druid Hills, La Vista Park, and then a little further north is Buckhead. So you have really close access to I-85, and getting around from Woodland Hills, you know, getting to Midtown, that's 12 to 15 minutes. Downtown is 20 minutes. The airport is 26 minutes. And, you know, getting over to Emory, that's really close. That's probably less than a 5-minute drive. And getting over to Buckhead is approximately 12 minutes. So you notice that Woodland Hills is very close to Emory. So you're thinking, you know, if you're right by Emory, Druid Hills, the price point should be a lot higher, right? Well, I think there's a couple of things that's keeping the price point lower in this neighborhood. And one, I think it has to do with the schools. So the schools zoned to Woodland Hills are Briar Vista Elementary, Druid Hills Middle School, and Druid Hills High School. The Briar Hills Elementary School is not ranked really high, so I think that may be part of the situation. And then also at the southern end of this neighborhood is a railroad track. So, and it's an active railroad track. I've been around here when train has gone by. So, you know, that is, I always see those homes that are that back up to that railroad track. They seem to sell for a slightly lesser price point than homes that are a little further away. So I think those two things combined are keeping the price points a little lower. And most of the homes that you're going to find in this neighborhood are bungalows. So like this one's actually for sale right there. Cute house. One thing you'll notice, these all have pretty nice big yards. One thing I will caution you though is like this one, I don't know if you can tell on the camera, a lot of the yards slope towards the house, and I always caution people when they are looking for homes and the yards are sloping towards the house, you really need to pay attention where that water is going. I've actually looked at a home with a couple who was interested in a home in Woodland Hills, and I ran back out there one day when it was raining because we suspected there was some water issues, and sure enough, I went up in my hands and knees in the crawl space and saw some puddling of water. So I mean, it can be resolved, but it's something you need to be aware of because water issues can cause mold, etc. So yeah, I think Woodland Hills is a great area, especially if you're like a first-time home buyer. Maybe your budget's a little bit lower and you still want to live in town near everything. I mean, you can get up to Buckhead really quickly. Midtown's not too far away. I think this is also a great spot for, you know, people that are downsizing. Maybe you don't need a huge home because a lot of these homes are not going to be, you know, 3,000 square feet. They're going to be, you know, anywhere from 1,000 to 1,800 square feet. So, you know, this might be a really great location. One, because they're small homes, not a lot of upkeep, and two, it's all one level. It's just, you know, one story. So I know that's can be great, especially for like my parents' age. They want one level. And so, you know, if you're wanting to live by the city, you want it quiet, and you want one level, Woodland Hills might be a great spot. And I think I just walked by, well, no, I didn't. Oh, wait. Okay, here we go. I've got a home example for you. So I want to show you a couple of home examples so you can get an idea of what you're going to get for certain price points. And for example, right behind me, this is my first home example. This home sold for $515,000. It was a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, over 1,400 square feet. I mean, it's a typical ranch style home. It's got like that partition in the middle of the house. So you got the living room on one side of the wall, the kitchen on the other side. The kitchen's relatively small and narrow, has granite countertops, kind of a basic cabinetry, but it has a good sized backyard. And so this is a great example of, you know, something in that 500K range, what you're going to find. And yeah, like I said, very quiet street. A lot of these homes will have driveways that you can park on. I see a few cars here and there parked along the side of the curb. And you know, one thing, there's some people that take great care of their yards in this neighborhood, and then you've got kind of this older home like right here, the yard is not so much. So you're going to get a mix of, you know, yard styles, but yeah, there's an example, and I'll keep walking showing you a few more examples. So to get out of this neighborhood, there's mainly 2 roads you can take. On one side, it's going to be Lenox Road, and on the other side, it would be La Vista Road. Both of those roads are very busy, but they will connect you right up to, you know, I-85, or you can get down to Morningside. And yeah, Woodland Hills does not have any like restaurants in it. It's purely just a neighborhood full of homes, but you can quickly get over to Morningside. That's just under 2 miles. You can get to that Morningside Village, which has some restaurants. You can go check out my Morningside vlog tour if you want to see more of that in detail. But you can also go over to Emory Point over in the Emory Druid Hills area, and there's some restaurants there. So you have a lot of places you can go fairly quickly. And I'm actually walking towards Lenox Road right now, so I can just show you how busy of a road that is. But if you have dogs, and I see a lot of people that walk their dogs in this neighborhood, there is a Morningside nature preserve that you could take your dogs to, and there's like a little creek that they could go swimming in. So check out again my Morningside vlog tour. At the very end of that video, I show you a little detailed clip of what that park looks like. One thing I will notice here on the edge of the Woodland Hills area, you got these power lines right there. So you know, if you've got a house like this one, it's probably going to sell at a slightly cheaper rate because nobody wants to live right by power lines. But yeah, I am just now going, which is right, it's nice right now, I'm going downhill, but I know walking back this uphill is not going to feel good. But yeah, I would say, you know, if you're wanting to get on 85, hop on Lenox Road. It'll take you up, I mean, literally probably a mile at the most. So very quick access there. On the railroad tracks are right down here. So probably can't see it, kind of where that truck is right now. There's railroad tracks, and I've been stuck in that railroad crossing before. So you can kind of see that Lenox Road is a very busy road, but it's going to be a quick way out of this neighborhood. All right, I'm just gonna keep on walking here, and like you can see this cute little ranch home. I think it's, yeah, more of a ranch home than bungalow ranch. It's kind of the same thing. You know, one thing, I've shown quite a few homes in this neighborhood, and there's a couple of catches I will mention, and I think this is another thing that may be keeping the prices down a little bit more than other neighborhoods that are around here. And a lot of these homes, they can have kind of a quirky layout, and where it's like a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, or a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. So some of that is prevalent around here. And yeah, they're older bungalows, and so they can just have kind of strange things and strange layouts. And I'm going to show you a home example where it sounds good on paper, and then once you get inside of it, it's a little bit off, but you know, for the right price, you know, it's going to be a great home for somebody. So I'll keep walking so you can see a little bit more. Noticed by walking around this neighborhood, I've noticed a lot of these ranch homes that have been turned into apartments, so they must be sectioned off somehow. So I just wanted to point that out, that definitely on this street I've noticed quite a few of these rental units. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot. You're gonna laugh at me, but I almost forgot to tell you, where are the grocery stores? We all have to go grocery shopping, right? So there's actually a very convenient one located just off of La Vista Road. So you just got to cross the street from this neighborhood, and there's a Publix right there. But if you don't want Publix, you want Kroger, there's a couple within a very short driving distance. I'll put them up on the map here. There's also a Target over in North Woodland Hills, or you could go up to the one in the southern Buckhead area. So there's also a Little. I've never been to one, but some people are fans. Let me know if you like it. I still haven't tried it out, but there's a Little that just opened up. And yeah, so you have some options around you. And oh my gosh, I just went up this hill and I am out of breath. Okay, so here's an example of, you know, this is like borderline tear down. It looks like it's having some roof troubles. And then you've got this brand new build. And I forgot to mention the average sales price in this neighborhood. So the average, or the median sales price currently is $540,000, and the prices go up from there. You know, there's a couple of, like, some of these newer builds, they are now topping out on the $1 million price range. So but I would say on average, obviously the price is around that 540 mark. And yeah, there's only just been a few. You know, if you're looking at one of these new builds, yeah, you're going to be paying a little bit more. But compared to, you know, these new builds that are probably 4 or 5 bedrooms and over 3,000 square feet, if you move that house, you know, just a few miles down to a different location, you'd be paying way more than that. So here you can get a new build for a great price point. You know, there's not a ton of them, but there are a few. For my next home example, it's right behind me. Now, this one was recently renovated. I actually showed this to a client. On paper, it looks really good. It's $480,000, over 2,000 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 2 baths. Sounds good, right? But here's the thing. So there's only 2 bedrooms on the upper floor with 1 bath. So that means there is no primary suite. There is no primary bathroom. You have to share it. So you have to go outside the bedroom to use any kind of bathroom. And then there's 2 bedrooms in the basement with a bathroom, and they're small. And then the stairwell to get down to the basement is kind of off the side of the living room, so it's kind of awkward. And I will say, this is on a busier street. I think it is a cut-through street, so that also is not always ideal. I've been seeing a lot more traffic come through here. And on this side, there's actually a little section of the Woodland Hills area that's kind of cut off from the other part of the neighborhood, and you have to, you know, get on La Vista Road to get to the other side of the community. But just something I would point out, that yeah, there is, this is Shepherd's Lane. So this is definitely one that's going to get a lot more car activity through it. But hey, you guys, this is why you reach out to me, because I can help and let you know about these things that you probably aren't going to see when you're just looking at homes online. So if you have questions, reach out to me, shoot me a text, give me a call, send me an email, and I will help you out. Okay, final home example. This is an example of a new build. This one sold just at $1 million. It's a 5-bedroom, 4.5 bath, just over 3,300 square feet. And it has the very open kitchen living floor plan that everybody likes. It has a nice backyard, just lots of space. It has a big primary bedroom with a good sized closet and bathroom. So there you go. There's an example of one of the newer builds in the area. Okay, you guys, it's time for me to drive around the neighborhood so you can kind of just see a collection of the streets and then homes in the neighborhood. So Sit back, relax, and enjoy. So Woodland Hills is definitely a small neighborhood, and this is going to be a pretty short video today, but I figured, since I have a little extra time, I'm going to drive you up to La Vista Road and just show you kind of that busy area. That's where you're going to find the Publix, and then there's like a CVS and a McDonald's. So I'll drive you up that way just so you can see how close you are to this area. I forgot to mention, but on the edge of Woodland Hills, there is one townhome community, and it's right across the street from the Publix on La Vista. The average price point of these townhomes are $485,000. They were built in 2013. They have a 3-bedroom, 3.5 baths, around 2,000 square feet, and the HOA is $265 a month. But yeah, this is basically your only townhome community in the Woodland Hills area. And this area is really gonna have a different feel because it's more commercial, because you have, a big apartment complex right behind here. There's a few little shops, mainly like I've seen a couple nail shops. There's a Salad Express place, but that's kind of it. Okay, you guys, well, that's my tour of the Woodland Hills neighborhood. There's not much to it. There's not much going on except for some homes. I mean, check out this cool modern here right behind me. So you get a few of those sprinkled in, but yeah, there's really not much except homes, but it's a great place if you want something that's quiet and fairly affordable for in-town living. Then this is definitely a place to check out. So whether you're moving tomorrow or next year, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, shoot me a text, give me a call, send me an email, or put a comment in the comments box below. I love hearing from you. And yeah, it's a good thing that I'm wrapping up, because you see those clouds? This has been going on and off all summer long, these rainstorms. So I'm gonna get in my car, go home, and get out before it starts raining. Until next time, you guys, I'll see you around the neighborhood.